So I'm going to ask Ms. Jacqueline Tran, the Director of Strategic Initiative for the Trump Victory Campaign for 2020. So a round of applause for Jacqueline, please.
Thank you. I wanted to thank Anne for hosting us today and for all of you for coming out. And our fellow speakers. I actually went to Morton Blackwell's Leadership Institute when I first came to Virginia, actually prior to coming to Virginia. He has educated so many young Republican conservatives and libertarians that you couldn't even imagine. He has done so much for our young people, even before Trump. So he's been pre-working them to get them energized for the campaign. I've gone to committee meetings across the state and seen how the Trump campaign in 2016 has revitalized the conservative party, and it's been just an amazing experience. I want to bring up Andy because Andy has a lot of the details about what we're going to be doing in Virginia and how strategic Virginia is for the Trump campaign. And I just want to reiterate that it is really important that everyone get involved. I know that a lot of times you sit back on the sidelines and as Matthew said, you think, okay, someone else is going to do it. But really, right now, every single one of our families, every single one of our households will be affected by this next election if we don't act. And guess who's going to be responsible for that? All of you. All of you if you don't get involved. We are seeing a fundamental shift in this nation. And there's a clear line between what is conservative and what can make us grow as a nation, what can make us prosper as a nation, and regression. They call it progression, but it's actually regression, because they're trying to take us back to a place that a lot of us, my family, my in-laws are immigrants from Vietnam, my family are immigrants from the West Indies, and they're trying to take us back to those bondages that we fled. We don't want that here. We have states that look like third world countries. The homelessness has spread all over. Crime is relentless. In Democrat-run cities and states, we have to change that. So I'm going to hand it over to Andy.
How good is Jacqueline? That's great. And what you would never know hearing her speak is that this is kind of her public debut with the campaign. Jacqueline's going to be our Director of Strategic Initiatives and specifically focusing on the Asian American community in Northern Virginia. Now, my name is Andy Bakker. I am the Deputy State Director for the Trump Victory with the Republican Party of Virginia. I spent the last cycle in Missouri with Josh Hawley, flipping a Senate seat, getting rid of Claire McCaskill. We're ready to do that again here. I'm excited to announce this is the biggest investment that the RNC has ever made into the Commonwealth of Virginia. We are here to win, and we are ready to go. I'll tell you, we've had a lot of personal stories today. I'll share mine. I really do this because of my family. My dad is the child of immigrants. His father's family came through Ellis Island from the Netherlands. His mother's family came up from Mexico after the revolution to work in the mines. My mother's family, they were poor in Tennessee, and they heard that call to go west and make a new life for themselves on the plains. Because back then, if you worked hard, if you played by the rules, you could make a better life for your family. They did for me. I think a lot of us have similar stories here. That's why we fight. That's why I fight. And we've got a lot of work to do because the Democrats are coming, and they're coming strong. Our team is, like I said, the biggest ever. We have 8 regional directors, including Bethany Torstenson, who's doing a wonderful job in Northern Virginia. She actually is out at a gun show getting voter registrations and petitions today. So she couldn't make it here, but she's missed and really taking care of this region here. We have been focused on voter registration, registering new Republican voters, because the Democrats have been kicking our butt at it for so long, but we're making up ground. We're about to shift into a get out the vote effort for all of our great candidates in 2019, including Gary Higgins, who's here tonight. We're very excited for. What I'm going to ask of you all tonight is, as you're cutting the checks, think about what you can do with your time. The biggest way that we win these elections is with neighbors talking to neighbors. It's with a volunteer-run, permanent ground game. And it doesn't mean that each and every one of you has to knock doors. We need folks to drive the cars. We need folks to open their homes, to buy the pizza, to make the phone calls. Neighbors talking to neighbors, sharing our stories like we've all done tonight is how we're going to win this election. I'm going to come around with a clipboard to sign up for the local Trump campaign here in Virginia. Please sign it. I appreciate y'all having us here. Let's win in 2019 and 2020.